Falling in love with someone you had no intention on falling for is the most beautiful kind of love. No forcing chemistry or trying to save them, just a pure, raw connection that created on its own. Oh my god, did you saw him? Our new boss? He's too hot. Where was he till now? New boss? Is he here? Yeah, let's go. Everyone's going outside to greet him. Okay, let's go then. You all went outside to welcome your new boss, as you all were clueless about him. There he is. What? Let's go there. You nodded and walked behind her slowly, dragging your feet where your boss was. Everyone was already gathered surrounding him. Good morning, sir. Very good morning. You were just looking at him in shock as you already knew him. Don't you know how to greet? Oh, yeah, good morning, sir. He didn't even reply and went towards his cabin, ignoring you. Oh my god, I think my attendance is gonna be 100% now. Shut up and get back to work. Okay, fine. You were checking on some files when Jimin called you in his cabin. Oh god, what's his problem? Let me breathe, Jimin. You headed towards his cabin. May I come in, sir? Yeah. You stepped in, looking down, and stood in front of him. How are you? I'm good, and surprised to see you here. So, take these files, and I won't report till this evening. This evening? But I don't want to hear any excuse. You can leave. Sir, but how will... You can leave. You came back to your cabin, taking all those files to work on. Why is he here? Just to make my life hell again? What will I do now? Hey, hello, have a seat. Did you met him? Our new boss, Mr. Jimin. He's far better than Mr. Yeah. You started to work on. You were done checking half of the files in almost 3 hours. I'm so tired, as if I don't have any other work to do. You dialed Rene's number. Hey, come in my cabin. Be quick, I need your help. Coming. She came to your cabin and helped you with the work. She left soon as the work was almost done. You finished it before evening. You entered in his cabin with all the files. Oh, so you are done already. Yeah, here is the report. Do it again. You have time till next morning. What? Sir? But why? At least check it. I know, it's correct, but Rene helped you with this, so I'm not accepting it. But half of the work is... Again, I said. You didn't said anything because Rene actually helped you, but still you were feeling like punching his handsome face at that moment. Oh, okay, you left from there. In the evening, you were sitting on the couch working on the report all over again and thinking about Jimin. You were tired and feeling sleepy, but had to do it at any cost. Otherwise, Jimin was not gonna leave any chance to torture you. Next day, you were not feeling well. You lowered your head on the table, but someone interrupted, knocking on the door. You lifted your head, but to your surprise, it was Jimin. He entered in and you quickly got up from your chair. What happened? Not feeling good? Yeah, you should be in habit of this now. You took very last seat, so he couldn't notice you. Hey, why are you sitting there? I'm not feeling good actually. In the meantime, Jimin entered in the conference room. Everyone greeted him. He took his seat and everyone started discussing about the new project. His eyes were searching you from the moment he entered the room. Glancing at you time to time made you nervous as you were not prepared for the presentation. Your name? Yes, sir. You said leaving your chair. What are you doing there? You are of our agency. You should be here. He pointed the seat next to him. Come here. You couldn't explain why you were at that seat because he was the reason. You just nodded and walked to the seat next to him. Person sitting there took the last seat. That was awkward and so sudden in between the discussion as everyone was looking at you. Okay, so now we are gonna work with company. Maybe it's new for you. He explained about the company and some important stuff. You were in your cabin after the meeting. Rene was sitting beside you. I'm tired. I want to leave as soon as possible. Ask Mr. Park then. You want me to ask him? It's because of him. You helped me yesterday and he told me to do that report all over again. Really? But he didn't seem that rude. You don't know him. He's even worse than that. It was his agency where I used to work before. He was my boss. I don't know why he is here. Oh, I thought he is a nice person. But he is very polite to everybody. But not me, because he doesn't like me. But why? It's all because of our first encounter. It was kind of hate at first sight. I was going for a job interview. Let me tell you from the beginning. Yeah, Mom, I'm very positive about it. I'm definitely gonna get this job. I was sitting on the bench having my breakfast and talking to my mom as I had enough time left for the interview. Okay, Mom, I'll have to go now. Take care. I disconnected the call. Everything is gonna be great. I took a deep breath, closing my eyes. You gonna get it, girl. I motivated myself a bit. I got up from there and turned back to collect my stuff, putting it in my bag. I grabbed my bottle to drink water, but before it could reach my mouth, it spilled all over my shirt as someone bumped into me. Oh, are you blind? Oh no, my shirt. I said, looking at my shirt, trying to clean it up. Didn't know who was behind. I turned and found a young man staring at me. Are you blind or what? It is a very important day for me. Look what you did. Excuse me? It's your fault. You turned your back and didn't notice me walking. It's your fault. If I couldn't see you, then at least you should have backed off. You're wasting my time and as well as embarrassing yourself. He seemed rich and very important person, all dressed up, but he was cold and arrogant. Never mind, you rich people have same problem. Think like nobody's time is as precious as yours. I was going for a job interview and you just... I don't have enough time to waste on you. Get aside. He walked past me. If I had time, I picked up my bag, but he turned around after a few steps. Looking at me, he said, "Cover your shirt, it's see-through." I looked down and immediately fastened the buttons of my blazer. Oh, there is table number 9. Interviewer is already there. All the best, your name. I walked inside the restaurant where my interview was supposed to be taken. I found a man sitting on the table, his back facing me. I stunned when I looked at the person sitting there. It was the man I met a few minutes ago. Good morning, sir. Good morning. I was nervous, thinking what's he gonna say. I was only praying that our first meeting shouldn't have any wrong impact on my job interview. Tell me about yourself, he said coldly. My name is... Your name. Okay. So, you have mentioned in your resume that you can work under pressure. But I guess I already have seen how beautifully you handled the situation. But sir, I don't think... I just tried to convince him. But he refused to listen. In short, I lost the chance to get that job. But later, he again gave me an opportunity and finally hired me. But silly me didn't know it was all to torture me. He used to behave coldly towards me If I was late even for 1 minute, he made me do extra work. I was working there for my parents and just because I needed some money. And this is, I think, the reason was. Then I moved in here in Seoul, but he's here. You were talking to her when someone knocked on the door. Ma'am, Mr. Park is calling you. She left after informing. What now? It's been just 2 days and I should go. We'll catch up later. You knocked on the door. May I come in, sir? He just nodded and yes. I hope your work is finished. The report. Yes, it is. You tucked your hair behind the ears. Tie your hair properly. You looked at him blankly, not knowing what he said. Sorry? This is not your home. It's my agency, and there is a particular way to dress up. So tie your hair, it looks more professional. Now we are all gonna dress according to him. Ain't no way. I hope I'm clear. Yeah, but we never had such rule. We all don't forget who the owner is. Exactly. Okay, I'll do it later. Now. Hair? Yeah, right now. You started to tie your hair up in a ponytail. Wait, leave it. You can go. You left from there confused. You came back to your cabin. What was that? Did he just call me for this? This man is crazy. Time skipped to the evening. Check that too, that new project. Okay, wait. After some time, office boy knocked on the door. Miss, your name? Mr. Park is calling you. He left, and both of you started laughing as she spoke at the same time, guessing it right. He doesn't got any other work to do, I guess. You wait, I'm coming. You said leaving. Come in, please. Yes, sir. Where is that report? It's in the cabin. Let me bring it. No, wait. Tell somebody else. I have some work for you. Bring me that report quickly. Look, showing laptop screen and explaining what to do with the project. Rana knocked on the door, entered in, and handed over that file to you. Thanks. Thanks, Miss Rana. You passed it to Jimin. Both of you were standing looking at each other while Jimin was checking that file. Okay, you can leave. You both turned to leave. Not you, Miss, your name. You stayed there and Rana left. Just sit here. We have to add few more things. Look, it's... Few days passed. Jimin overworked you as he used to do previously, just because he don't like you. You didn't wanted to give up as it was your dream job, but he was making it worse, day by day for you to stay there in agency. You were in the office space when Jimin entered. Everyone greeted him and he did the same. Morning, everyone. Your name in my cabin now. Yes, sir. You looked around as everyone was looking at you. Is that work done? Almost done, just left with some. Okay, fine, you can go. Collect your stuff. You're going to shift from there. Shift? Yes, your cabin. Now you're gonna be there, pointing towards the room opposite to his cabin. So I can see you every day. I mean, it's easy for you to work. After some time, you entered your new cabin, opposite to Jimin's. You turned on your laptop after organizing everything and started to work, glancing at him in between, but he was already looking at you the whole time. It was awkward, but you carried on. Few minutes passed. You really wanted his help, but didn't want to approach, as he never talks to you nicely. Rene came to you in your cabin. Listen, Rene, help me. What? First look at this. It's previous years. Later. Listen to me first. I want his help, but I don't know how to ask and what to do. Please help. Ask him. Me? What? No way. He's already looking here. Oh my god, I wish I was you. I wish that too. Do it now. Please ask him if he can help. But what will I ask him? Just ask. Fine. She went to him. You were looking at them with curiosity. Rene was looking at you too, passing a smile. Rene came back to you. Sir is calling you. Take your laptop and let's go. He too has some work with me. Okay, let's go. You both went to him. He was giving all his attention to Rene. Sir? Wait, your name. After some time, he looked at you. So now you can carry on. This, I don't know how to do it. Please show me. Handing over your laptop to him. He was explaining, but ᴡᴏ was murmuring something to you which caught your attention and you couldn't focus on what he was saying. How did you do that? Maybe if you did a little less talking and a little more watching, you'd figure it out. Yeah, thanks. You both came back. Can't he talk nicely for a second? He's always cold towards me. Yeah, I don't like him either anyways. Idiot. But he's very good to me, the way he talks. Okay, enough. Stay away from this man. As if he's after me. Of course, I know he's out of my league, and I'll never choose anyone over you. You smiled at her words. Okay, let's go back to work now. After a few days, in the evening, you were collecting your stuff as you were about to leave the agency, ready to go back to your home, but Jimin called you in his cabin. You entered, he looked at you. Yes, sir. Your name, did you check that mail? Yes, I did. We'll figure it out. What to do? I need that. I mean, clients need it urgently. If you don't mind, you can work here. I'll guide you too. Oh, is it? Yeah, sure, I'll bring my laptop. No, it's okay. You can work on mine. You just nodded and started to do your work. Jimin was sitting on his chair, meanwhile you in front of him. He was glancing at you and then looking back to his files. He was playing with his finger rings. You both made an eye contact for a couple of seconds and then looked away. You need anything? Coffee or something? No, it's okay. You sure? Yeah. Any other help? No, not yet. Thanks. After some time, you finally completed the work he assigned. It was time to go back home. It's all done. I should leave now. Alone? I mean, I can drop you home. It's dark and... No, it's okay. I'll manage it. No, let's go. It's okay. He dropped you at your apartment. It was strange as he was being very nice. He never did that before. Thanks. He didn't answer it but looked around for a minute till you reached the gate and then drove off. A month passed. You were trying your best to make Jimin appreciate you a bit. But he didn't. You were feeling like to leave that agency right away but still keep on tolerating until one day. He called you in his cabin. He was looking really mad. You didn't know the reason, but was scared and nervous as he was clenching his jaw looking at you. Welcome, welcome. I was waiting for you. You gulped, hearing his voice, and couldn't make an eye contact. You knew how important that client was, right? Client? Confused, not knowing what he was talking about. Don't act innocent. What happened, sir? Let me tell you what happened. He grabbed your arm, taking it towards his table, making you look on his laptop screen. But I didn't. Then who else? You thought what? You flinched and lowered your gaze. Everyone started to gather around his cabin. It never happened before. You never got scolded by your ex-boss. Tears rolled down your cheeks, which he noticed. Look, I'm sorry. You didn't look at him. What? Looking outside as everyone was watching him shouting at you. Back to your work, everyone. Your name? I'm sorry, sir. You left from there crying. You came back to your apartment, packed your bags, and booked a flight to go back to your home. This was the only choice left for you. Getting this job was one of the happiest moments of your life, but because of your first impression, everything got ruined. You didn't inform to your parents. You just wanted to leave from the city as soon as possible. But before leaving, you decided to call ᴅᴏ for the last time, and then left for the airport as your flight was at night. You were standing outside the airport, looking around in disappointment, as you never thought this to happen. You turned towards the entrance, but someone pulled you forcefully. Ouch! You looked coldly as it was Jimin. Sir, you here? Your name, don't go. What? Come with me. He grabbed your hand and took you towards his car. Sir, what are you doing? Leave my hand. He opened the door and made you sit in the car. You attempted to open the door, but he locked it. You were shouting and were frustrated. He unlocked again and sat himself again, locking the door. I want to go. Please. What are you doing? Keep quiet for a minute. It's not right way. You're just running from your problems. I wanna go. Will you listen? Sir, please. Why are you here? Please let me go. You just broke down in tears. You shouldn't go. Why? So you can torture me for no reason? Let me go. Don't go. Are you just going to quit like that? I can't understand why you are here. And how come you got to know I was leaving? Just go. That doesn't matter. I don't want you to go like that. Sir, I request you, let me go. And why are you even here? Can't you understand once? You can't go like this, leaving everything behind. I don't understand. I had a reasons to stay here, but now I don't. And it's because of you. Just don't go. He looked around. Oh, okay, I will not. But just give me one good reason to stay. He looked at you, speechless again. He was looking in my eyes, wanting an answer, but I couldn't utter a single word. I didn't felt anything. I didn't reacted, neither responded. It was strange. I didn't knew what happened suddenly and why he did that. I just froze the moment he pulled me in, kissing my lips. It's been 2 days. She didn't came to office. I wanna see her. I know it was sudden and awkward for her, but I didn't wanted her to leave this agency, especially me. I want her near me every time. I fell in love with her, but she has a boyfriend, and I can't do anything. I already lost her before it started. I was in my apartment, thinking about that evening when Jimin kissed me. It's been 2 days. I didn't went to agency. He just confessed his feelings. But I can't do anything because I love somebody else. I hope he understands. It's gonna be awkward to face him again. You joined the agency after 3 days. You were in your cabin and Jimin approached you. Good morning. Good morning, sir. I want to say one thing. I do have something to say. Yes, please. You say first. I wanted to say sorry for that evening. Let's forget about it and not make it more awkward. I was going to say the same. You're right. And one more thing. Call me Jimin. But in front of everyone? Yeah, okay. He left from there. Sitting in my cabin, I was glancing at him, and he looked at me smiling. He never smiled looking at me. I knew he just wanted to make it comfortable for me. He was sorry for what he did, but I could understand what he felt. Days passed and you both got comfortable around each other. Not just boss and employee, but more like friends. He was treating you good. He was happy for you and your boyfriend. It was his birthday in few days, so he invited everyone, as well as your boyfriend too. You were kinda sad for him as he has feelings for you, but he still accepted it, and that made you forgive how he treated you earlier. Though he just did that because he isn't expressive and doesn't know how to show love. But you, as an understanding person, accepted him as a good friend. Jimin entered in your cabin. Princess? Jimin, stop calling me that. I won't. Anyways, listen, let's go for lunch. You have to wait for a few more minutes. I'm almost done. Okay, where's Renee? Let's take her with us. Oh, I don't know about her. I'll call her. I was calling your name, but she wasn't picking up my calls. So I messaged her if she was fine. Few hours after I got her message that she wasn't feeling well. That's why she didn't came to agency. In the evening, I decided to visit her. I was at the door. She opened. Hey, hi, please come. Look, got you flowers and chocolates. Hope you are doing well now. Oh, thanks. Who's there? I heard someone asking. Maybe it was your name's boyfriend. But she flinched as she heard his voice. After a few seconds, a young man came to us, smiling. Hello, sir. Hi, I'm Jimin, your name's friend. He's my boss. I'm Mark, her boyfriend. Nice to meet you. Please, come inside. No, it's okay. Some other day. Anyways, you both are invited. Okay, take care of your name. Yeah, thanks. You and Jimin were working on the project together. It was a bit late, so he decided to drop you home. Okay, let's go. Your boyfriend must be waiting for you. Is it okay if I go by myself, please? You don't have to. Is everything okay? Yeah, all good. It was strange. She never refused before. Maybe because of her boyfriend. I just let her go by herself instead of forcing, as I somehow had a doubt about his boyfriend. She was looking sad, but I didn't want it to interfere in their personal matter. You and Mark went to the venue where Jimin's birthday party was organized. Everyone was invited there. He was happy to see you, both, especially you. He welcomed you with a warm smile. Happy birthday, Jimin. Thank you so much. Proceeding to hug you, but you backed off. Happy birthday, Jimin. Thank you. Come. You were sitting with your boyfriend who was busy on his phone. You were trying to put on a happy face in front of everyone, but inside you were not. Mark, can you please put your phone aside for a moment? No, I will not. Now you are going to tell me what should I do? Hope you remember what happened a few days back. Your wounds haven't even healed yet, so shut your mouth if you don't want me to beat you again. You just tried to hold back your tears at the moment and looked away and saw Jimin coming towards you. Hey, let's dance, come. Can I take her with me? You can join us too. No, I'm fine here. Do you wanna go? He looked at you, raising eyebrows. Oh, let's go. You can't say no. Jimin took you to the dance floor and you both started dancing along with everyone. You were happy with Jimin at the moment, but at the same time scared of Mark. As he was drinking too much, you could sense he wasn't very happy seeing you and Jimin dancing together. Let's go there. Okay, let's go. You looked at Mark, who was glaring at you. After celebration, you were about to leave with Mark. You didn't wanted him to drink anymore. He was high already. Happy birthday again, Jimin. Thanks. By the way, where are you going both? I mean, look at him. He's drunk. It's okay. Don't worry. I'll drive. No, I'll be going with you too. No, that's okay. I'm your friend, right? Yes, you are, but... Princess. Okay, fine. Jimin and you supported Mark as he wasn't able to walk. You took him to the car and carefully made him sit in the car. Jimin drove to your apartment. You all entered in the room and laid Mark down on the bed. Mark, you need anything? Call me if you need anything. I should leave now. Take care. Thanks for your help. You already did so much for us. For you. Okay, see you. Jimin left from there. I sat beside Mark, slowly brushing his hair with my fingers. He opened his eyes, looking at me. Is he gone? Yeah, you need anything? Jimin is your boss, right? Yeah, why? Just your boss. What? Yeah, but we are friends too. Ain't you getting too close? What do you mean, Mark? You know what I mean. You are cheating on me with him, isn't it? You are not in your right mind. You got up from the bed, but he grabbed your arm. I'm not blind. I can see how you two were dancing and how you both talked to each other. How every third day he dropped you home. He sputtered while grabbing your hair. Mark, it's hurting. Stop it. Oh, it's hurting? But I don't care. You are mine. I can do anything to you. Mark, stop, you said, pleading. He pushed you down and hovered above you. Within few seconds, his hand was under your skirt. He lifted your skirt, but your body was numb. Your heart was beating faster, and you couldn't move or push him. I left from there. Meanwhile, I received a call from our business partners, so I had to attend it urgently. I just stood out near my car for a few minutes. I disconnected the call, putting my hands in the pocket of my pants to get the key, but it wasn't there. I tried to search it around, but I couldn't find it. Guess I dropped it somewhere. I tried to call your name, but she didn't pick up, so I decided to go myself inside her apartment. I rang the bell, but nobody opened the door. Later, I found the door was open. I entered inside, calling their names. Your name? Mark? Nobody responded, so I went to the room. The closer I took steps towards the room, the more noises I heard. I rushed towards the room. Mark? Jimin pushed Mark aside. He fell on the ground, but wasn't able to get up. You were just laying there, with your skirt lifted up, showing your name. You got up covering yourself, with your body shivering. You ran towards the restroom, but Jimin followed you. Your name? You slammed the door on his face. You couldn't say a word, as if you lost your voice. That was traumatic. You just burst in tears. Your name? It's okay, nothing happened. Open the door, please. Your name? He said, knocking on the door. Open it right now. Please go, Jimin. You opened the door after a few minutes of him requesting. You just hugged him tight. He put his blazer on your shoulders, and you both stayed like that for some time. You are bleeding, your name. Show me. You looked at him with teary eyes and pulled away. I'm fine, Jimin. I wanna see. Show me. Is that cut too deep? Just show me. It's okay, thanks. I'm already out of my mind, boiling in anger, your name, and I don't wanna take it out on you. I'm fine, I said. You said, hesitating, as he wanted to see your vows. You can either willingly take off your skirt or I'll rip it off. Your choice, princess. He warned. Jimin, please. Show me your name. I wanna see how many times you needed me when I wasn't there for you. Just show me. Do you trust me? You didn't say anything. You had no answers to his question. You just closed your eyes and unbuckled your skirt, letting it slip down on your feet. Jimin carefully lifted you and made you sit on the counter, standing between your legs. Open your eyes, slowly rubbing his thumb on your cheek. He looked at you with his red, teary eyes and tried to clean the blood with his handkerchief. Later, wrapped it around your thigh. It was painful. You whimpered in pain as Mark dug his nails inside your skin. Cuts were deep, but Jimin was careful and gentle. Jimin took you with him to his place. You both entered in his room. Sit here. You sat on the corner of his bed. He grabbed first aid box from the cabinet and came back to you. Relax, okay? He smiled. You nodded, looking at him. He lifted your skirt and started to apply the ointment. I'm sorry, I know you're not comfortable, but I can't see you like this. I'm sorry for speaking rudely to you. Thanks, it's all I can say, he said, looking at you. I love you. I never expressed it. I don't know how it happened, but I can't unlove you now, knowing that you have a boyfriend. I don't know what to say. I don't feel the same for you, Jimin. I know you love Mark. I respect it. And I don't want your response. I just want you to know. And I also know one thing, that you are with him because you love him. But it's you chasing him. I can see how he treats you. I'm not saying you should be with me instead, but just protect yourself. You don't need him. You just want him. I'm just telling you as your friend. I was quiet. He had tears in his eyes. He was right. That I was with Mark just because I love him. He never showed any efforts. It got to a point where I was okay with being a fool for Mark if it kept us together, was fine with getting hurt and forgiving him even when I knew I couldn't expect any better from him. It was painful to see Jimin cry for me, but I couldn't say a word. He even bought the entire agency just to see me. I know how much he loves me, and I couldn't unsee that. Deep inside, maybe I was too falling for him, but I didn't wanted those feelings to take over me at the moment. I know you don't want to feel the love I have for you because your mind will not let you and you are not ready to be with anybody. But your heart knows it. I will not force you, but I just want to know, do I have any chance with you in future? Will you wait for me, Jimin? A relationship is really the last thing on my mind now. Just be my friend, be my peace. Everything else will fall in place if it's meant to be. I will wait. Always remember, while she is begging you to do right, there is a man out there begging her to let him try. We are a mess, you and I, but the truth is, you captivate me in ways no soul ever will.